16 inches long. And the beauty about it is you can put any type of coloring book, any type of art, and actually, I'm going to show you right here, you can put those food snacks on it as well.
Nice.
That's the great thing about it. And it's a memory foam, so it's super comfortable, super soft, and it's a polyester with a riser on the outside, so everything is going to stay contained. So if they start throwing things around, as we all know with kids, right? They tend to throw things. It's going to stay there as well. And you've got the 2 pockets down on each side. You've got 2 here. They're 7 by 7 and they're large. So you can put your accounting cards in there. That seems to be the hot item right now. You've got your drink bottles. You've got all your little kids' cell phones and bracelets. And I set this up for a girl, even though I have 2 boys. I got to show you the boys one because I think we're calling this the cheetah.
The cheetah,
Well, he calls it the tiger.
Nice.
He loves it. He goes, Daddy, arr. So we set this up with him. He's got his toys. He's got his little cars that he can do things with. That's the great thing about it is you can customize this whatever you want. And the great thing about it, but here's the cool thing. Here's the secret that we found out. My wife said, I'm going to use it. She used it one day and realized, because she's a physical therapist, as you know, she was working. She would have her mouse, she would have her glasses, she would have everything in the front seat. And because it's got that memory foam, 1.25" memory foam, it was really comfortable, really lightweight. The laptop or the device she was working on was not getting hot.
Oh, that's good.
And it was perfect. And I was driving, doing my thing. The kids were doing their games. And she was working. We got to our destination and everyone was happy.
Okay, this is literally can single-handedly make car time, drive time, finally a little bit more peaceful and not screaming and kicking and crying and when are we getting there and I'm hungry and the whole 9 yards. And wait, that's just one part of what you're getting. This is the desk organizer, but you're also going to get your backseat activity organizer as well. In the same colors too. Yeah,
actually, I'm going to show you this one first because here's the thing. You've got that, it's 10.5 inches wide, 21 inches long, and you can see it sits on the back of the seat. So just picture this in front of the child. I've just got this so you can see what it does. You've got your DVDs, you've got your movies, you've got your snacks, you've got your wet wipes for all those little mistakes. And then, of course, you can sit your iPad in there, you can put your tablet in there, you've got your earphones. So if you spend 3 hours driving and the kids are throwing the coloring pencils around and they're done with the desk, this is your backup, folks. This is your backup.
That's good.
You can put it in there, and it fits the DVD systems inside as well. So if you have those headrest DVDs, guess what? They'll pop straight in there as well.
Oh, that's
good. But take a look at the wall, because I set this up the way that we have it at the home. My little son, 9 months old, he's got to have his wet wipes, he's got to have his diapers, he's got to have his little snacks, he's got to have a little, little blanket for keeping him warm. Of course, the Benny likes his little coloring books. And you've got everything in here as well. And this sits behind his seat, so I can go to it whenever I want. And we all carry diaper bags, but there's always that occasion when we miss things. But if I was to suggest anything, get a couple extra, because I set this up in red. Winter. Christmas time. I have this on the far back seat. I've got a spare blanket, I've got gloves, I've got a beanie, I've got an umbrella, I've got spare socks for the kids and myself and my wife, I've got a spare hat. Summer.
Oh, that's nice.
Set this up for summer because you can have your spare lotions, because my wife always says to me, did you bring the 55? Did you bring the 75? I'm like, I don't know what I bring. My gym bag is a diaper bag.
And so now you can see it. You can see what you have. These are great too, because also think about, I love that you were talking about this one for winter, whether it's with the kids products or just your winter gear. If you didn't have something like this, these would be thrown all over the car, all underneath the seat. You find one glove and not the other. And I was, have you ever done this when you park and get out of your car and you happen to glance over at the parked car next to you and it's a mess? And you can tell just by looking in the car.
That was me a while ago. But you'll also notice that there's usually socks in the parking lot, or there's gloves and stuff. This is my backup from my diaper bag. And the reason I'm holding this with my finger right here is because I want to show you this, that when you're in the summer month, just unclip it and go hang it inside the closet. And have it as your backup, and then you put it on the far seat in the back of the trunk. So when you need it, you've got it. That's the great thing about it. So you set it up so we don't have to argue about lotions anymore. We don't have to, we've got the spare hats. I'm always forgetting my hat. Wife wants to keep the sunspot from getting, burnt. You've got the hat there as well. But you can customize these to whatever you want with the kids, and they work alongside. So you can change everything out between the desk and the backseat organizer.
And this is why I said, in this show of great gifts, this is one of those that you're gonna say, why didn't I think of that? Or maybe you did think of something like this and you've kind of done like a makeshift. You know what, now you can have something that's nice and streamlined and put together with the pockets where they need to be, with all of the extras, that, you know, the lip along the side, just like it needs to be, so even the pins don't fall out very easily. It just makes, like I said, drive time, which can be very stressful and for the parent, it just makes it easier, because there's one thing about, you know, driving in traffic, and then you've got kids in the back seat that are screaming and fighting. It just makes it even worse. You've seen the people, they start swerving on the road, and you know, well, no, she's not texting, no, they're not drinking. It's the kids in the back seat that they're trying to tend to. Now, the kids can tend to themselves with whatever activities they have on their desk, and if you forget something, or if you need something, you can have packed it on the backside of the car, of the seat, with this back seat organizer. You're getting both of these together for $29.95. I think they're brilliant. Even if you don't have kids, get this for the person on your list who does, because they're gonna love you for it.
Yeah, and the great thing about this is, you know, obviously you can put your iPad, you can put any sort of device inside that clear screen, but you can actually take these out, and it can be a wet bag as well. So you can put all your wet items in there as well, or the wet diapers, anything you need, because sometimes you're on the road for 2 or 3 hours, and you wanna be able to have everything. And that's the great thing about it. It's not overpowering the back seat.
Yeah.
It's just giving you that, what you need. And of course, when you're behind the seat and you open up, in our case, we have the minivan, you open up the side. I've got all the wet wipes, I've got all the supplies that I need right there. Everything is there. I don't have to go through the minivan. I don't have to think. And the beauty about the minivan is, it is so clean. Hop in the morning, get a cup of coffee, and I'm on top of the world, because
so good.
It's like, I always say it's like getting in a clean kitchen, right?
Yeah.
You get into a clean kitchen, you're gonna make some eggs, some bacon, you're gonna be really loving it. But if you have a dirty kitchen, you're like...
It starts off stressful. Yeah, you can never get it together.
Yeah, this has really put some peace and love back into our family as well.
Yeah, I can't tell. You can tell that I think this is a really, really great gift option for anybody with kids or even grandkids who come to visit. Because sometimes if, let's say the kids aren't with you or in that car very often, then yes, there is gonna be that time where, I have the umbrella, but it's in the other car. Oh, I have the extra diaper, but it's in the other car, right? But this allows you to be organized, think ahead, and then you don't have to think about it all the time. You can actually free your mind to do other things. And that's what organization does. It allows you to free your mind to focus on the task at hand. Now, the task at hand is deciding which color you want, because these are already great, and you know they're gonna be well received from anybody you give them to. So we've got them for you in red, blue, we have gray, taupe, there's the cheetah, and what is the last color? Black. Don't forget you also have that one in black. Cheetah is the most popular. I like that, because it is stylish, but it's also kid, kind of attractive to them.
Well, that's the whole thing behind the seat organizer, is you're creating those kids, you're creating their thinking. I mean, kids are so bright. I mean, I always thought, why do they do things? They're actually probably smarter than us sometimes. And it's because we have to put that information in front of them. If we're gonna put the coloring books, we're gonna put the counting cards that are right here as well. We're educating our kids. And we always say, I mean, especially me as a parent, you might be able to relate to us. I don't want the kids watching the DVDs. I don't want you watching movies all day. It's going to fry their brain. Well, guess what? It probably is going to fry their brain, but you don't know. But all I can say is I can put this on Benny and Weston's lap. They can do their things. I mean, obviously, I got boys, but I'm just showing you, if I had a girl, this is how it would look. I'd have a little doll and have a little coloring stuff. And you're educating your kids. And that's the great thing. But you also...
it allows them to be more independent, too, because not every 5 seconds, Mom, now what do I do? Mom, I'm bored with this. What's next? They can just put their hand in the pocket and pull out the next thing they want to play with.
You know, and it's an 1.25" memory foam, so it's super comfortable. And feel that, super comfortable, super lightweight.
Nice and cushy.
It's got that polyester, so it's really simple, really easy to clean. And that's one of the big things about being a young dad, well, older dad with young kids, is that it's all about the cleanup, it's all about being prepared. That's what you're getting. The fact that you've got these 7-inch holes on each side, 7 by 7, so they hold a lot of items, and it's not like those little small slots where you can just put a pencil in and you're done.
That's right.
You can really get your hand in here and pull out everything you need, and it's just great. It's right there. And of course, when you don't have the kids, my wife uses her blue one up front as well. She can work on it, the laptop. Doesn't get hot on her lap. She's got her glasses. She's got her little mouse. She's got everything she needs. So that way I can worry about concentrating to drive. I can have my coffee spot and just continue. And everyone in the family is happy. And it's a great ride to
I think so. I think
next
this
destination.
Is I think it's brilliant. Don't you? I think it is brilliant. These are the kind of things that I'm like, why didn't I think of that? It just saves time. It saves you time. It saves you energy. It saves you the arguments that come with many car rides. Maybe not all of them, but many of them. It allows the kids to have something that they can focus on instead of how long the drive is going to be. It allows you to be able to think ahead with the backseat organizer so that you're not always having to stop over and pull up and buy something that you already have at home. You just forgot to bring it in the car. Now you can pack it ahead of time, whether it's snacks or diapers or lotion or sunglasses, umbrellas, whatever it is, and a place for your DVD player if and when it's time for them to watch a movie. You even have an easy place for them to do that and not mess up your very expensive iPad or something like that by touching the buttons or spilling something on it. You've got it on 2 flex payments of $14.98. These are easy to store as well when you're not using them.
And the sides roll completely up. You've got these little tabs you can roll up. So here's another thing. Once you get this home and you start going off to the park, because it's got that memory foam, it's going to work as a seat as well. So you'll be able to sit on this as well. You can roll the sides up. It's got so many different uses. And I always say, once you get it home, you realize how fantastic it is.
Definitely choose your color. We're going to see Craig back in just a little bit. Stay on the phone, and we've got more great gifts coming up.